Lately, I've really realized the importance of appreciating the little things, not taking those things for granted, like the sun shining through the windows in the morning and how it completely makes my day, my morning routine with the dogs and the cat that just makes me smile. Those are the things that make my life mine, and they are special to me. And I want to celebrate them, and celebrating them has been making me feel so much better than I have before. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a new video. So it is actually a different day. It's like probably a week or more later than when I filmed those original clips, but I have started and not finished so many like vlogs and videos, but really just vlogs. And I don't want to do that. Like, I feel so inspired to make vlogs that I want to do it. And I was going to pretend it was the same day, but then I was like, you know what, we're just going to be honest about it. And I mean, my nails would have been like a dead giveaway. I'm now just realizing, but whatever, it is what it is. So I still had like a pretty similar morning to what you guys saw in those clips. I have just been trying to appreciate the little things and see the beauty in the little things lately, because I feel like I finally have clarity of mind for the first time in a couple of years. I might get into this a little bit later in the video, but I have felt like I have been in a fog for the past couple of years, and it has made it so hard to do anything, but in particular to make content and come forward as my best self to make that content. It's really hard when like my mental health, sorry, the dogs are playing with the cat. It sounds like she's not enjoying it, but I promise she does. She's a freak. Anyways, it's been really difficult to come forward as my best self and to feel inspired to make new content and content that like I'm happy about and proud of, when I just don't even know who I am. But I think the weather is a major contributing factor, but I'm just going to like not question it and try and enjoy the fact that I finally feel like myself and like I know who that person is for the first time in a very long time. And I know I'm not 100% there yet. Like, I've been putting in so much work on myself, but I know that there's still a ways to go. But even knowing that, I feel like just shows me like how far I've come and what kind of person I am now, if that makes any sense. I feel like it makes sense to me. Maybe it doesn't to you, but the bottom line is that I am feeling like fantastic. I was gonna say really good, but honestly, fantastic was kind of the first word that came to mind, and I'm just going with it. And I know like the work that I've done that I think has helped. So I definitely will be talking about that in the future, because I think if anyone is feeling how I have felt over the past couple of years, I would love to help you and offer some advice. Obviously, like a professional is the first place to go. But I know that one of the things that helped me was seeing people who inspired me and who I could kind of not mimic, but see what was working for them and see how I could apply that to my life. Basically not like working against myself, but working with myself. And that has made a huge difference. But there are so many facets to that and so many things and specifics that go into it that I can definitely talk about very soon. I just wanted to do a little kind of day in the life video today and enjoy my day with you guys. It's quite sunny today, which is really nice. It's been like clearing up. I think it's actually supposed to be like very hot. Our pool has been broken, which I can tell you right now, I know that my mental health is a lot better, because last year, if the pool was broken, I would have been sobbing in a wreck and just would not be leaving my bed or my room, because that pool was my everything. But now I'm like, okay, I know it's going to be fixed, and I know it's going to be just like that much sweeter when the season does come. come, even though it is going to be shorter than I would like because it's been like a month that we could have gone in the pool because the temperature is good, but we have not been able to because one, the filter is broken, now it's the heater. So technically I could go in the pool, but it also hasn't been really hot. Like, it's been cool. And I'm such a baby when it comes to temperature that I'm like, I'm waiting until the heater is fixed. But the good news is that the person is coming today. I am very anxious about that because he does not speak English and my boyfriend is working today. But I guess if he has any questions, he's just going to call my boyfriend. But it definitely does still make me like really nervous to have someone here that only speaks French, and it's just one of those things that's definitely like an anxiety trigger for me, but I'm going to try my best. Like, I am really needing to get out of my comfort zone and force myself to speak French, because the only thing that's really holding me back at this point is myself, and that's a problem. So I'm going to try and push past that. It's easy to say now when it's not in the moment, but actually in the moment, it is really hard for me to try and like form sentences. It's like I forget absolutely everything that I've been like learning and studying for, I mean, when I was in school as a kid, but also like on my own personally for the past 2 or 3 years. So yeah, that's what's happening today. I'm also hoping to get some filming done because I have quite a few videos and I actually made like a little filming schedule for myself. So I use Notion. This would be a great time to go into a sponsorship, wouldn't it? But not sponsored, but if they would love to sponsor me, I would be so thrilled about that because I use Notion like it is my job recently. Since the beginning of the year, since January, I've really been delving into this. So I have always used my content planner. I have kind of like changed it from what it looked like in previous years, but my content planner came from like a template of someone's. I can't remember exactly who, but I've always used this, and I've always used the calendar for like my posting calendar. So you can see here, I have not posted for such a long time. I apologize. But I do have a ton of stuff to make up for that planned for the next month. So fingers crossed, I can actually stick to that, because this is kind of what the calendar has looked like every month this year. And then it ends up being very empty because I don't actually follow through. So we're working on it, and I'm feeling inspired and excited about making videos because I've done this whole little rebrand, which I'll get into probably a little bit later. But yeah, that just has me feeling really, really good. So anyways, I sat down the other day and I made a little filming schedule. So now I can see like exactly when I'm going to be filming all those videos that I'm posting. And I think that this is going to help keep me accountable and keep me on track if I can stick to it. Like, when it comes down to it, it ends up only being like 5 or 6 like actual proper filming days a month, and that's not that bad. Like, that's very, very reasonable. So I think that it is something that I can do, and we're just gonna hope that I can. Today I might get thrown off the game because I don't know when the guy's coming to fix the pool, so it could be that I'm not going to have time to film today. But I mean, daylight is here for so long because it's summer, so I'm sure that I can figure out a way to make it work. Getting back to the kind of routine, so after I kind of like cleaned up the kitchen this morning, I ended up sitting down with my coffee and doing a little bit of work, getting ahead on things. I got up at 5 this morning, which is something that I have been trying to get back to because it just makes me feel good and like I'm able to get in some me time before the day actually starts. So I was able to get up at 5 because I went to bed early last night. So I'm trying to fix that sleep schedule because it has kind of been all over the place lately. But I did also spend some time journaling. I've been getting more into that, which I can delve a little bit deeper into. I honestly have so many topics to talk about because it's been so long. So let me know like what you would like to hear about the most, and I can definitely kind of adjust my video plan according to that. But I also spent some time reading. So I'm currently reading 3 books, which is a lot. I am reading The Marrow Thieves by Cherie Dimaline, which I am about halfway into, but this has been taking me actually a surprisingly long time to read because I'm physically reading it, and that is always a challenge for me, I have realized, but I think that I might switch to the audiobook eventually if it is taking me so long. Like, I really would like to finish it before the end of the month because I have some other reading plans, but it is good. Like, I am liking it. It's a very interesting story, an interesting concept. It is essentially a dystopian story where the indigenous people, they are being hunted for their bone marrow because they're the only people who can dream, and it's like contained in their marrow. It's quite wild, but really, really interesting writing. And then other than that, I am listening to the audiobook for Wild Things by Laura Kay, which I thought was perfect for Pride Month. And it honestly, I'm loving it. Like, I love the character of Jamie so far. It's basically about this group of friends who are mostly queer, but they end up buying this house in the countryside in England and having this queer commune. And like, it's just so cute, really fun and heartwarming. The main character, not like, here's what I'm trying to say. I like her, but I am not sure how I'm feeling about the romance. I'm kind of thinking it might go a different way, and I'm hoping that it will go that way, but we'll see. And then finally, I'm actually reading a self-help book. So I'm listening to the audiobook for this one, but one of the things that I've been trying to do besides journaling to kind of work on myself is to read a chapter of a self-help book every day. And the current one that I'm reading is The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. I decided to pick this one up because this one podcast that I listened to, it's this TikToker, her name's Shelby. I forget her last name, I apologize, but I really, really enjoy her and her whole philosophy and energy and everything. And she said this is like her number one favorite book. I've been going to her for a lot of self-help book recommendations. And yeah, I'm not very far into this one, but I am very excited to get further into it. I have written down everything that I would like to do today. I used to use a planner. I have kind of moved to this. Once again, something I'll delve into deeper later or in another video, but I just kind of jotted down like all of the things that I want to do. And one of them is that I need to tidy the house. It has gotten to be a mess, which always like just makes my mind a mess. So I know that is a priority, and that is also going to be something I'm going to be filming like 3 videos at a time because I'm planning on doing a like summer end of month mid-year reset. So part of that is going to be like a space reset, a physical reset. And I don't mean like, I feel like a lot of times when I'm watching like reset videos, it's like get your nails done, which I did already do, just like physical things with your appearance. Hello, Spud. But I will probably do like a nice like bath to just, you know, that everything bath. That's kind of my vibe, a little bit of self-care. But I'm going to be doing, what are you looking at? Oh, there's a fly. I was like, why are her eyes so wide? But there's a fly right behind me that she's hunting. Oh, get it. I don't know if she got it. I don't think she did. No, she did not get it. Anyways, let's just get started on the rest of the day because I have kind of been procrastinating and we need to get going. We've got a lot to do. So I've been kind of like working here, working there, whatever, but the guy came for the pool to look at the heater and it turns out it can't be fixed. So that means we have to get a new heater, which is like $5,000. So I know this is like the biggest first world princess problem. Like I 1000% understand. It's just so disappointing because it's not hot enough here, nor is it like, it will get hot, but it doesn't get hot for very long, so it's not like the water heats up enough on its own just due to the elements. So it's just like extremely disappointing because the pool just has made such a difference in like my mental health and getting through winter. I'm like, at least I have the pool in summer. Like, it's the one thing that I have to look forward to. And I do still have the pool, but not heated. And I don't find it like fun or relaxing when the water is super cold. Literally, I hate listening to myself right now. Like, I sound like the biggest baby, but I can't lie, like, I am kind of disappointed. And for that reason, I decided I'm going to push my filming today, and I'm going to do it a little bit later. And I'm kind of going to give myself a little self-care day, but not really, like, not a major self-care day. I'm essentially just kind of switching what I was planning on doing, because honestly, like, it's not the end of the world. I just need to kind of like have some perspective on it. And I think even just like, I was about to journal, and then I was like, I'll start filming whatever, because I do want to do this vlog, and vlogging has kind of like made me realize how ridiculous I sound. But I do want to be like honest with you guys and show you guys these sorts of things that I get upset about, because honestly, this is the sort of thing that I would be sobbing about like last year, because I was just in such a, I mean, not even last year, but like a few months ago, because I was just in such a bad mental headspace that it seems like the absolute end of the world, and I would not be able to do it. And I kind of like felt myself going back there. And then like, I just told my boyfriend, I was like, I can't talk about this anymore, because the bottom line is like, I don't know if we're going to replace it right now. Like, we don't really have just $5,000 laying around to replace it. So it might be like a next year thing, which is just super disappointing. I need to just put it into perspective. Like, I need to just realize like, I'm lucky enough to even have a freaking pool and even have this like beautiful house. Like, I'm very lucky to be able to sit out on my porch and enjoy the weather. Like, I can just suck it up and stop being a little bee and go in the cold water. Like, it's fine. I can deal with it. Okay. So we're gonna get there. I just had to kind of like take a step back and look at it, because you know, when something like that happens, like, it's basically you're looking forward to something so much and then it doesn't end up happening or like working out the way you had pictured. And then it's hard, at least for me, when I'm like in that space, it's hard when it's happened that I can like look at it from an outside perspective. That's something that I'm working on, because I'll be so consumed by the emotions that I'm feeling, which is usually like frustration and all of that, that I need to figure out ways to take a step back and like look at it and realize that I'm just so caught up in my emotions that I can't even think properly. And because of that, I'm just freaking out. Like, it's just like an immediate implosion, and that's not how I want to be. Obviously, that's not like a healthy way to look at things. So one of the things that I've been doing is journaling, so then I can kind of like sort out what those feelings are. Why am I feeling that way? All of those things. And that's been very helpful. Basically, I have to give myself therapy because I can't find a therapist nor get medical care here in Quebec. So yeah, I just have been my own therapist, and that's one of the things that I've been doing. I am going to kind of sit here and relax a little bit, because I have been working for like all day, and it's 3. That also sounds ridiculous and princessy, but like, what I mean is I didn't even take a lunch break. So I am going to take a little bit of break. I ordered food because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself. That isn't something I should be doing, but today I did give myself kind of a little bit of leeway there, but I am trying to not use food as like a coping mechanism. But we can't do everything at once, you know, like baby steps. We're gonna get there eventually. So it's fine. I do feel better now that I talked to someone, the someone being essentially myself, since I'm just talking to a camera. But I hope that you guys will understand and like not see this as me whining, because that's ultimately what it is. But I'm also like whining to then realize that I'm whining and I'm being ridiculous. So it is what it is. But I think I'm also going to fill out my little gratitude journal as well, because I think that will really help me to put things into perspective. And then I'm probably going to color on my little coloring book app and listen to my audiobook. I actually have a Reading Sprints live show tonight that I can't forget about. I keep forgetting about it, but I need to remember. It is in my calendar, so I won't like miss it or anything. But yeah, that's for my Patreon, and I'm really excited. I haven't done one in a while. So that's the plan now. Can't really find a good angle, so we are just going to deal with this. But I am just about to get ready for my live show. I don't know what to do with my hair. My hair is just a situation. I wish I was one of those people who just had like hair that looks nice without doing anything, but I haven't put like any product except for like stuff that conditions it and repair products, and it gets so poofy. And because it's like curly / wavy, I need to scrunch it, but then if I scrunch it, I feel like it doesn't look good with my extensions, which I don't wear them all the time, but I do feel more confident with them, so I like to wear them. That's just my personal preference. If you don't like it, that's you, but I'm the one who has to look at me all the time. But I just wish I could like effortlessly look nice, you know? And I just don't feel like I'm one of those people, and it saddens me. But I'm learning to love the casual look. It's very hard. Like, I would love to just be able to be put together. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do with my hair for the live show. I definitely don't want to put on makeup because it's not really like stellar quality anyways, so people won't be able to tell if I have makeup on. And the only reason I would put on makeup is if I was going to film, but I've already established I don't think that's going to well, not I don't think. At this point, it's not going to happen today. So my live show is in, I don't even know what time it is. It's probably in like half an hour. So I just need to do something where I look more put together, because it's really for me, to be honest, because I have a tendency of like, when I'm not feeling great, I just won't put any effort in, and I don't want to do that. Like, I want to feel better, and in order to do that, part of it is actually getting ready for the day. So I think this is going to be it. Actually, something very small that I've been doing that I never used to do is like actually putting on jewelry. I was never really a necklace person. I don't know why, but lately I have definitely been a necklace person. I feel like even when I'm wearing something like casual, it just makes it seem like I'm more put together. So I think I'm going to wear this double layer one, probably. I don't know what it is about necklaces. I was going to wear earrings because earrings have also been a thing that I've been getting into more lately, but I just do really love like the small layered necklace look. I just have such a hard time putting them on by myself. Oh my god, how does anyone do anything with these nails? Oh, yes, I did it. Wow, that was a struggle. Anyways, I have this necklace in gold and in silver, so I made a last minute change to the silver because I feel like I always wear gold, and I wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit. But I literally don't understand how people open necklaces or put them on with these nails. I'm just gonna put this away later. Ugh. Here's the whole vibe. My hair is happening. I kind of want to put it up, like, but I'm just gonna leave it. We have the necklace happening. All I did was put on a bra. I'm wearing the same black tank top, and I think it's from American Eagle. And then these sweatpants are super comfy, but it is kind of hot for them, but I'm still gonna wear them because it's like 30 degrees out. So really I should be wearing shorts, but I'm still gonna wear these, and they are from Ardennes, and I basically live in them. So the last thing, as I'm walking around, you can see why I want to do that little reset video, but the last thing that I'm going to do before the live show is actually make myself another coffee. And it's going to be a decaf. Like, I usually only have one caffeinated coffee a day because it's just, I will get so anxious if I have more than one, but sometimes I don't always follow that. And then I'm like, why am I so anxious? Then I'm like, I did this to myself. It's like when I have a coffee too late and then I end up up all night and I'm like, why? And I'm like, because I did it to myself. So I'm gonna make myself a little decaf coffee just for, you know, the vibes and everything. So then we can chill, relax, and have a fun little reading party. And I am going to be reading the book that I'm physically reading, which is The Marrow Thieves. So super excited for this. I love doing these sprints. They are so much fun to just hang out, talk books with everyone. So it's going to be a blast and I'm really looking forward to it. Oh my god, I moved locations. Miracles do happen. So I am up in my office. I haven't been spending a ton of time up here because one of the videos that I have planned for doing soon is like a little office reset sort of thing. I really want to revamp my desk space, and then I just need to clean up stuff in here and like put books away and everything. But I mean, I have this little like sun catcher thing, I think that's what you call it, in my window, and right now the sun is just reflecting off of it so beautifully. So there's just like little rainbow spots on the ceiling. It is making me so happy. I don't think I really have like the ideal placement for it yet, but it is still really pretty and just brings joy to me because I love color and little things like that. I just finished with my audiobook. So I finished listening to Wild Things by Laura Kay, and I did like it. It was super cute, a lot of fun. I was kind of disappointed in the ending. I kind of wanted it to be a story more so about like the main character's I don't know, journey, and it was very much about that, but the romance still was kind of a thing, which obviously like it's in the romance genre, so I was kind of expecting that, but I kind of wanted her to have her own happy ending and to find someone who, I don't know, was like there from the beginning, because I felt the chemistry between these two characters, but I felt like the love interest had quite a bit to figure out just based on like past treatment in relationships. So yeah, I just kind of wanted more for her. So that was a little bit of a letdown, but I am also almost done with The Marrow Thieves after my Reading Sprints live show, which was a ton of fun. So my goal is really to finish with that. So I think I'm actually going to take the rest of the night to kind of like finish with that, but also I want to figure out what footage I have for this video and see if I want to do like a whole weekend thing or just have it be a one-day thing, because I really don't know where I'm at and what I have. I have no clue. It's just kind of been all over the place, but I'm hoping I have a decent amount of stuff. I think I do. Like, I think I have quite a bit, but because it's been filmed so sporadically, like it's been chaotic and I really don't know, but my mind has just been honestly like going and going with all of these different ideas for content, which is so exciting. Like, I'm really thrilled about it, but I've kind of been working on a rebrand, which I mentioned a little bit earlier. And essentially, the rebrand is not like a major thing, but I kind of wanted to just like press reset and restart, because I have had this channel for almost 10 years now, which is a super long time. I started it when I was, I don't know how old I was. I think I was 18, maybe 17. I was either 17 or 18, and I didn't really know who I was at that point. Like, I thought I did, but I really didn't. And I've been on a real struggle bus lately over the past couple of years. And you guys know that firsthand. Like, it has been very hard for me to hide it, but also to kind of like reconcile it with making content, if that makes sense, because it felt like I was just at a point where I was so numb and nothing was really bringing me joy anymore. And that was something that you guys were seeing as well. Like, I couldn't help but, like, when you're in a space like that, it's really easy to kind of seek out things that are confirming what you're afraid of. And I would seek out those things. So I saw plenty of like comments saying, and like, it's such a tiny percentage, but that's what I was hanging on to because it was just confirming what I believed about myself. And that was that, like, people were saying, oh, you don't even like reading anymore, like, you're dead behind the eyes, like, things like that. And honestly, yeah, like, I probably was. And not that I didn't like reading, because I have never not liked reading, but it's really hard when you are in like the absolute depths of depression to find joy in anything. And that has been where I've been in and out for the past couple of years, to be entirely honest. I feel like I've been all over the place. Like, I made a second channel and then I decided not to do that anymore. And I've said before that I was going to incorporate different things into my channel, and then that never ended up materializing, but there are just kind of so many factors that go into it as well. But the bottom line is that I just wanted a fresh start. I wanted to start off with like a clean slate, and that's kind of what I'm doing. So I'm going to be kind of changing up my content a little bit, like doing what I've said I would do, which is kind of like a mix of lifestyle and reading, doing just things that bring me joy. That's ultimately what it is. Like, I don't want to overthink things anymore. Since I'm in such like a good headspace, I want to just bring you the content that brings me joy, and I'm sure it will bring you joy as well. And if it doesn't, then that's okay. Like, there are plenty of other creators out there that will probably have what you're looking for. But I just want to be doing things that like light up my soul, and I know that continuing making just the content that I have been making isn't going to do it. I want to make things that I want to make. And that doesn't mean that like I'm never going to be doing like wrap-ups or whatever. Like, I am still going to do those things because I do still genuinely love doing those things. But I also want to add some different things in there that I just like, and I'm kind of doing for you guys, but also for me. So that's kind of where I'm at. I hope that makes sense, but this is definitely a topic that I can kind of delve into a little bit deeper in another video if you guys would like, because it's just been a major journey that I have been on, and I just don't want to like dwell on it too much. But there will be, like, you guys may have noticed, there's a new banner on the channel, there's a new intro, a new outro, like all of that stuff, which I've been working very hard on. I have been, as I haven't been posting it a little bit, I have been working on myself, for starters. That has been a major time suck, but like not in a bad way. It was very necessary. And then I have been working on this and getting some video ideas planned and everything, and getting kind of my life together, so then I can come back to you as like my best self. And I feel like I'm finally ready to do that, which is super exciting, and I'm hoping I can hang on to it, and I'm going to try and find ways that I can hang on to it, and you guys are going to be along for the journey. Like, I have never hid things from you guys, and I don't plan on starting, because I don't think, like, me being honest with my mental health, I don't think it's a bad thing that I'm mentally ill. Obviously, it's not ideal, like, it's not great, but it is reality for a lot of people. So while I enjoy consuming content that is kind of like my ideal, blah, 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 like, I want to be honest with you guys that it really is idealistic. There are so many things that I have had to do behind the scenes to be able to even like be able to be here today and to be filming, if that makes sense. But basically, I am going to start being really active again on TikTok, because I have a bunch of ideas for that, and I have really been enjoying doing that. And I also have just so many videos planned for here as well. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But I think I actually am going to make this just kind of like a day in the life sort of vlog, because I think that is the easiest way, because I've like done a lot of just chatting with you guys. It's kind of like those videos where it's like we're on FaceTime for the day. So that's kind of the general gist of this. But I think that it makes the most sense, just given the amount of chatting that I've done, that we end it here. So I will be filming this weekend. I'm going to be filming my little reset, so that should be out shortly. I have so much planned for the future. I am really, really excited about, and I just wanted to say, if you are not in a place where you are feeling great, I have been there, and I totally get it. I get how hard it is to get out of that, and just don't give up. I know that's so hard and it's easier said than done, but honestly, things can change and things will change. It takes time. Like, I was trying and trying and trying everything that I possibly could to get better and to dig myself out of the slump, if you will, like the depression really that I was in, and nothing was working. And then suddenly something clicked, and I don't know exactly what it was, but suddenly I was just feeling better. And I did get like medical help when I could, and that definitely really helped. But ultimately it came down to me and spending a lot of time with myself and like looking inward a lot. So I would love to do a series on that and kind of how, like, my tips for doing that. But number one tip is definitely to like seek medical help. But honestly, don't give up. I love you guys so much. Thank you for sticking with me, and I'm really, really excited to continue making videos for you guys and to continue making content that makes me happy and hopefully will make you happy as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and I will see you guys in another new video very soon. Bye.